also like our Urban Sports Team Facebook page. You can also join our Urban Sports Team Facebook group. Just search Urban Sports Team, sports bloggers, sports podcasters, and sports debates. All right, let's get in charge edition. The pregame. Here's what we have on tap. Breaking Commands, Darian Williams will join me to preview the Commanders' Monday night game against the Chicago Bears. Let's not waste any time. My guys in the building. I don't like wasting time with my guys here because, he's too cool for school. What's going on, D. Will?
Yo, Wally, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I got my guy here. Me and D will go back.
Hey, you know how
Playing.
we do, man.
You know how we do. We always cut it up, have a good time. So it is what it is. You're one of the people I thought about. Like I gotta have my guy on.
Hey, man. Well, I appreciate that, man. You always locked in with me, and we do go way back. You know what I'm saying? Back when you had a jumper for real.
Oh, I was just playing today. I be scaring people right now. I be scaring people. I'm like the boogeyman of my jumper. Like I get people got it because I can't move like I used to. So folks like when they see me, they get like I don't get breathing room. Put it that way.
Man, Wiley would pull up 1 foot inside the half court line. He's chucking it up, and that joint gonna go in, and you just get back on defense. Like that's just how it happened. But yeah, man, I appreciate you having me, man. As always, I love being with you, man. In the building. Yeah. Shout out to XL Golf, man. New possible sponsorship.
Oh, XL I love Golf. It. Look at you. Okay,
XL
I see you.
Shout them out. XLGolf.com, man. Check them out.
All right. Now, you want to do it again? You want to do it
again? XLGolf.com, man. Hit them up. They're teaching the youngins how to play golf, man. Shout out to my guy, JB. Good folks in the DMV area, man. Latch on to them. XLGolf.com, man. Hit them up.
All right. Look, man, I'm all about supporting the area. You already know what time it is with me. You already know. All right. So let's get right into it, man. Obviously the Commanders are playing Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears. It's always been this beef with Chicago and the Commanders. But to dive into the game, what are some of your biggest keys for the Commanders to secure a victory over the Chicago Bears?
Well, man, look, I think the Commanders know how to play ball, man. They know how to. They know what up, Paul. They know how to play football, and they've been doing a good job at it this season. I think they have to run the ball, right? Mm-hmm. Browns are statistically one of the worst rush defenses in the league right now, so they got to run the football. And wouldn't it so happen that we got one of the best running backs in the league statistically as well with Bill in the backfield, and Jaden, of course, is always a run threat. Yeah, but I think put all that outside the window. I think what you have right here is your out of division rival. Which is you have a fan base that wishes they had Jaden Daniels, which is why they talk so much and why they talk so much trash. They want Caleb to be what Jaden is. So they're going to talk a good game. Mm-hmm. But I think, man, we got what it takes to beat this squad. I don't think they're anything special. I think it will be a tough game, but I don't think it's anything special. I think they're going to go in there in the all blacks, punch him in the mouth, and send him back to eat that Harold's Mile chicken, you know what I'm saying? Eat that deep dish pizza, you know what I'm saying? Eat a roast beef sandwich, whatever they eat up in Chicago, man. Like, send them back packing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What did Paul? I'm seeing some comments out here. Paul says, okay, he's been called up. Ja'Cory Brooks has been called up to the main squad. That's what's up. I didn't see that, but I'm trusting you, Paul. I'm posting this. I'm trusting you, so you better be right.
Yeah, okay. You're not going to go to second source.
Yeah, hey, yeah. Let's go, Brooks time. All right, yeah. I guess it's happening. All right. Yeah. What's going on, Mike? Yep. All right. Yeah. What's going on, dude? Janae, what's going on, my guy? All right. So I feel like, all right, for me, I don't know. It's always. I feel like. I don't know if it's because they want Jaden. I'll be honest with you. I feel like this is the thing when it comes to the Chicago Bears. They want to prove that they're right, one or the other, right? They want to prove it's all about confirmation because, again, what happened last year, our quarterback went to the NFC Championship game. They were hoping they got that type of success. Because I don't want to, I don't want to, because everybody knows me. I'm pro hometown folks, period. Sure. All right. So their quarterback is fine. Like his stats are fine.
Oh, for sure. He's a good quarterback. Bro.
Like he's a good quarterback. There's nothing wrong with him. But to your point, like I do think that's a thing, right? Like it's a competition. It's like we had an opportunity to get Jaden and we didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now anything off of that, they're going to kind of pay attention to. Like they pay attention to what's hard. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like to a point. Like that's why the Hail Murray game hurt them so much because they felt like they had that game. They were going to say, "I told you so." It was like I told you so moment, but the Hail Murray hit, and it was like, damn, nah, and
And
ain't
then
it.
they proceeded to have one of the worst seasons
Yeah,
historically, losing their coach,
yeah,
losing all their games, like having to literally retool and revamp. But they feel better with Ben Johnson. I know they do. They more confident. They got more swag. And just like you said, I'm a Caleb Williams guy as well. Like
yeah,
I want Caleb to be successful. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
anytime he plays,
Mm-hmm.
but not when he plays
Oh,
against us.
facts. That's it. They're not against us. Like I
Yeah,
want a horrible game. I like so it goes to the keys. Like to me, like the key is, and I don't think it's like rocket science. It's up to what Joe Witt what he's likes to what he's comfortable of doing. But it's to put pressure on Caleb Williams. Like you
that's
can't,
it.
you gotta blitz him. You gotta take it. You gotta go for it. You can't if you let that kid sit back and the way that the Washington's played coverage. He is going to find He is going to find lanes to dice you up. Like because of the wide receiver unit they do have. They got DJ Moore. They got Roma Duze. They got they even the young kid from from Missouri, the young kid from Missouri, the wide receiver, the rookie.
Yeah.
They got talented dudes on that side of football. So you cannot give him time to dice you up because not even because he's like not even putting credit on like Caleb, but just what we see in our secondary, we see where our secondary is at in terms of when you do give quarterbacks time. So I'm like, you gotta blitz him, you gotta put pressure on him, and secondly, like you gotta take advantage of the run game. You got to take advantage of the run game. That's gotta be the first priority in this game. You cannot. I know it's easy to like look at the matchup and say, yeah, we want to go Jayden versus Caleb. It can't be a Jayden versus Caleb type of thing. It's really got to be whatever helps you win the football game type of thing. And to me, to your point, when we see what Bill's doing right now, you can't go away from it. It's a winning formula. And I think for me personally, the best way to make this defense better is to have to win the time of possession type of game. We saw that last year, and we saw that against the Chargers. When you win the time of possession game, you play the ball control game, you take away the opportunity of you take away possessions from the offense on the Chicago side of the ball, and then it makes your defense better, right? So
Well,
I just feel like that's a better route to go. Go ahead.
with keeping them off the field, what you do is, and let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something about Caleb, right?
This is Bears fan right now. See, look,
Is he? You right? It won't happen again because we're gonna win by 2 touchdowns, so it don't even matter.
There you go.
But the thing with Caleb, right? And think about his personality.
Yeah.
Think about keeping him off the field.
Yeah.
What is he gonna do the first time he get on the field? He
gonna
try to force something, try to make a big play happen,
I agree.
try to do things. And you see that throughout the league. When you get guys off the field, they get on, they want to get antsy because they try to get all back in one shot. And we know there is no 10-point touchdown. There is no 14-point touchdown. So you get up and you take a lead on these guys and you get them off the field and you make them get real antsy. But to your point, what you mentioned earlier, it all depends upon our defense. They played a great defensive game against the Chargers, and Justin Herbert, who is considered one of the top quarterbacks in the league, was able to get him flustered and get him off balance and get him unbalanced, and he was unable to complete passes as he has been previously. So you do that to a young guy like Caleb Williams, who can get into the backyard football. He will make some bad throws.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And you get him off balance. You can go out there and kind of make some plays against it. But it comes down to running the ball in defense, which is like what they teach you in football 101. It's one the defense. It's run the ball and play defense. So I think if they do that, man, we'll be just fine today.
Yeah, I'm a big believer in that. Run the football and you'll make life easier for your team. Don't run the football and then we're going to talk about something totally different. It shouldn't be like that arrogant game where we talk about like Cliff has his when Cliff's on the roll, he's on the roll. I don't want it to be a game where we're now saying like, all right, why'd you call that in this situation?
Try to get cued or something.
Yeah, exactly. Just do whatever it takes to win. Because if you watch the Chicago Bears defense, it's like before the Hail Mary pass, right?
Yeah.
They were, when we played them, they had a really good solid defense. Like they were a solid defense. They're not that same defense they were that year. Like they get a lot of turnovers though. They do turn you over. But I'm never worried about Jayden turning the football over because he's so safe with the football.
You gotta treat this like a division game, man. Like it's gonna be a knockdown drag out. You hit him in their mouth, man. You just impose your will and like you take their will from them. So if something is working, you run that into the ground. Like back in the day when they used to run 50 gut and all that all day.
Yeah.
Like run that. Like if it's gonna work, keep running it. You know what I'm saying? Like you impose your will against these guys. Because at the end of the day, what it boils down to is that if I could do something better than you and I can beat you at that, why wouldn't I not continue to do that? That would be insanity for me to be running the ball 6 times and then now let's pass it. No, let's not get beyond that. And then for the fact of the matter is that you're already in a tight race. All these games gonna come in handy. You're gonna have to win all these games, especially with the stretch of schedule that we're getting ready to have. So you really want to get out of here with a win any way possible tonight against the
That's
Bears.
a good point, because the schedule is getting thick. It does get thick once you get past this game. And this game isn't like an easy game, so I'm not going like this game is not an easy game, but it gets tougher. It definitely gets tougher. So speaking on that, like we talked about what they need to do, but can the Commanders pass rush make Caleb Williams uncomfortable and force turnovers? And which defender needs to step up to make that happen?
Well, I definitely think they can do it. They've proven already this year that they can do it. But I think who I'm gonna lean on tonight is Deron Payne. They have big pressure right up the middle to really force him back. You know what I mean? Force Caleb back, because let me tell you something. Yeah, pressure from the left or the right makes you move the opposite way. But if you got pressure coming right up in your face as you're trying to back up and see your reads, it's going to be tough. So I feel like if Deron Payne has some of the games that he's been having lately, and even that Chargers game that he had last week, where they were able to get sacks and get good pressures, I feel like if they're able to get straight up the field rush, you may even get some rushing linebackers. You get some guys that can make some second level plays. But I feel like right up the middle, I'm looking at Deron Payne to be effective today and really make the game hard for Caleb today.
Yeah, that's a good one. We got my man Mike got a question for you. Says, hey, DH, because Debo is a little banged up, does that make Luke the number 1 receiver tonight? Dang, you love Luke. Why'd you do that? Why am I listening? See, I thought it was a serious question, Mike. But I love you, Mike. But so that's why I'm asking it.
You want to save it for when we get to the offense?
Yeah, let me save it to the offense. But let me get to the defense though. So who I think needs to step up? That's a good one. Deron's a good one. I do like that one. I'm gonna say not step up because I feel like he's stepped up. I feel like Doris Armstrong's gonna have to be the one that I feel like has to control that side of the football. He's done a great having a great season, man. 5 sacks so far in the season. Because at the end of the day, like, because this team is gonna also, as a defense, they're gonna have to really contain the edges, off the edges, like there, because Caleb is like he's kind of helter skelter, but also at the same time, he's very agile when it comes to with the ball in his hands and how to make people miss. You know what I mean? We've seen it. If you watch him, you see it a lot. He gets sacked a lot, but also he can make you miss. And those edges are those guys on the edges like Doris Armstrong, and also Frankie Louvu as the edge rusher at times. Von Miller. They're gonna have to really play containment football, keep him in the pocket, bottle him in, because once he goes outside, that's the scary part, right? Like that's where you get his freelancing style of football. And he's running more. Like he is running more. So I would think for me, but I would say I would say Dorrance Armstrong. My second, if I had to go with a second place dude, it would really be Frankie Louvu, because I want to see Frankie Louvu have a big game eventually. Deron Payne's a good one. Deron, everybody makes fun of it, but Deron's having an excellent season in terms of, like, it may not result in sacks, but in terms of pressure, playing against the run, Deron has been really good. But yeah, and I'm with you, like putting pressure up the middle. Obviously, that's the key to when you're going against any quarterback. But I want to see Dorrance Armstrong and Frankie Louvu like really create havoc.
Just one thing I say, when you look at pressure versus, actual sacks, like think about it like this: a pipe when a pipe breaks, it's because of pressure. It's not just going to snap, right?
Yeah.
So it's the pressure that's put on the pipe that causes it to break. And I think even in a football sense, with pressure, continuous pressure on him, you might be able to cause him to break. And by breaking, I mean being able to get some sacks or throw some bad passes. But the one thing I am scared about with Caleb Williams, I'm not going to say scared, but I think it plays right into what he likes to do, because he is kind of a backyard football player.
He's a backyard football player.
I think what plays into it is that having our corners have to cover for an extended period of time, that can work out for his benefit. Because let's think, if we run you run a 7 route or 8 route, you see Caleb moving around and you do a comeback. You know what I'm saying? Our guys already cooked because they're over the top reading, reading the top end. And that's defenses around the league. Like, that's the longer you have to cover, the worse off it is for you, because that means they're not getting touched and they have all day back there. The best friend for coverage is a front 7 that can get stops or get pressure. So if we truly get pressure on Caleb, that'll cause less coverage for the corners and safeties, and hopefully that'll get us some turnovers and get us off the field.
Yeah, the defensive game plan can't be like how they treated Jordan Love. It can't be that type of defensive game plan. It's got to be an aggressive game plan, and you got to be aggressive. You got to, and it can't be how you started against the Chargers. Eventually, they were like, "Screw it, we're going to bring pressure." You
You
got
need to
to,
bring pressure from
yeah,
down one,
down
from
one. Like you
minute
cannot,
zero.
yeah, you can't do that in this game. Like you can, like that's where to me, like, and that's the like if I had to go back to my key for real, I don't even want it on. If I said, you know what, I'm gonna go backwards. Like my key is not even players. Like my key is Joe Witt. Like what, and I'm not talking about like it's got like what are you willing to scheme up a lot of pressure, like more pressure because this team doesn't like to scheme up pressure often. It's almost like by circumstance, like it's like okay now we got to
So they had to go down 10 last week.
yeah
For
by
them
circumstance to
okay.
figure it out. Like oh we got to bring pressure. Like it's got to be because you got to know who you're dealing with because again everyone knew that in that Chargers game like their line is banged up. You know they're banged up. All right, if they're banged up, let's make it difficult. Let's bring pressure. That's what you initially would think, right? Initially, you would go because again, no knock on anybody in Washington, but Washington doesn't have like a Micah Parsons or anything like that. They don't have that type of dude where you have to worry about getting consistent pressure, like for real, for real. Like no knock on Doris Armstrong, having a great year. And I'm not saying that, but there's levels to this. You don't got a TJ Watt. There's levels to this, right? So you don't have that consistent pass rusher who is going to always, who you know is getting double teamed 24/7 because they are a problem. You don't have that situation. So you would think that they would kind of dial up pressure if need be, like when they got a weak situation like that. It took them to be down to do it, right? In this game, I don't think it should take you that long. It should be part of your game plan.
Yeah, I mean, the faster you get into what you're going to do, the faster you can move this game along. Because then that also goes into time of possession. If you can attack them on attack them on defense, get the ball turned back over to you, and give the ball to your offense, let them have them long drives that they get points. Just keep them off the field because I think that's where Caleb can be effective. Caleb, that's not holding any punches. He's a great quarterback. He'll be a great quarterback, in this league. But you don't want him to get started today in his hometown.
Yeah.
And I think because we've played this team so for the past few years, that added on to the little rivalry. I talked about it earlier this week or last week on ESPN 630. The line change every Wednesday with my man Mike Callow.
Keep plugging it, baby. You know I'm here for it.
Make sure y'all check that out. Sports Capital DC. But we talked about, man, how often we play each other. It feels like a rivalry, and it feels like a, not just for the fans, but because we play each other so often. So it's like you try to treat this like a rivalry game. Anything can happen. The same way the Giants beat the Eagles the other night. Nobody expected that.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But anything can happen. So you get up there and you get on them and you just get on top of them. You just make all your plays. You force them into things that they don't want to do. And I believe we got smart coaches that understand that, hey, if we don't get on top of it, it could be a long day for us.
Yeah, I hope so. Like, that's the thing. Like, I hope that's my thing. I hope that they play it that way and they treat it that way. Don't take it for granted. Like, this is a game where but a lot of pressure, man. A lot of pressure. So look, all right, look, you can tell when Wally is being a professional. he hasn't posted my foolishness. Dude, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm trying to go with the conversation, and you guys are rapping right now. So it's hard for me to catch up. You guys are going. So I'm look when I catch wind of it.
You want to make your point be heard, hit that super chat, and that point will automatically be heard.
I mean, I'll see it because it's highlighted, right? You're right. The super chats are highlighted. So I can tell. I ain't looking for a super chat, y'all. I'm just telling you, it's hard for me to see it because you guys are going. I'm gonna keep it a bean. You guys are like, I don't know, y'all flowing a little too hard right here. Pause. All right. All right, let's go in terms of the offense. Which offensive matchup favors Washington the most? Like Jaden Daniels and Debo. Please play Debo. Jaden Daniels, Debo versus the Bears secondary, or Bill and the run game against the struggling Chicago Bears front.
I'm gonna go with Bill because I think that's a control variable because it's not just Bill. I think it's Chris Rodriguez, it's Jeremy McNichols, it's anybody that can attack that defensive line, and I think they've decided that while it will be running back by committee, Bill is the lead dog in this offense. So I think it'll be all our running backs in our run game, and that includes the jet sweep action if Debo is healthy. That includes reverses. That includes the short screen passes, all that stuff to attack the defensive line and get them guys going sideways. I think it'll all be effective. But I'm gonna go with Bill versus defensive line as my key matchup for today.
Bears says the run game you will get us on 100%. Here you go. Oh, damn. Here we go. Todd, what's up, Todd? Says thanks, Todd. Thanks for the super chat. Says, hey, DA, sounded more like a Southern preacher. Super chat, y'all. We need that pressure.
Hey, I can do. Hey, I haven't done the TD Jakes in a while, but I can do it, man.
Oh man, I ain't messing with you, bro. Shelly, what's going on? Shelly says Ertz needs to have a big game. Along with Bill, I think these two are the keys for us tonight. Weather could play an issue with play calling. We'll see. Like the weather's it's nasty out there. I ain't gonna lie. I am damn near right by the stadium, and then the weather is disgusting right now.
It's football weather, man. It's football weather, man.
I got Matt Gay as my fantasy football kicker, dog. I can't have weather looking like this. All right, the wind is blowing, the rain. I don't like the feel right now. I was feeling good for a second. Like, we're gonna score, and now I'm like, I don't know, man. Matt Gay, man, he's been hot. So
I like that point what Shelly mentioned about Zach Ertz because he kind of has been dormant the past few weeks after starting off the season strong. So I think Zach Ertz being in this offense today really have an opportunity to take advantage of these teams. Man, I would love to see him get active today. Yeah. I would love to see him get active in the offensive game. But like I said, man, when we got 5, bro, this team is a different team with 5 at the helm. I mentioned this on y'all joint previous on All Burgundy and Gold. I mentioned that 5 is just a different dude. Right. And while the ship may have been steady with Mariota, when 5 is in the game, the team just responds differently, man. So I think we're gonna be effective regardless of what we do. But I love Bill against the defensive line, Ertz stepping up, and to answer Mr. Underwood's question from previous. Yeah. I think Luke could get some more touches. You know what I'm saying? With him having 1 for 50 yards last week, who knows, man? He could be a viable option on the offensive side of football if Debo is out.
Yeah, Debo better not be out.
I need Debo in.
I need Debo in there. I ain't gonna feel good if Debo out.
I need to check Commander's joint and see if I see Debo.
I ain't seen. Oh, I don't need. Look, man, I don't need that in my life.
Hey, man, hold up.
Might say Wole won't say Luke until after the game when he scores 2 touchdowns. I do. You might be right. I ain't gonna lie to you. You might be right. Luke? Hey, look, man, Paul. Look, I keep trying to y'all going. Look, last year y'all did the same thing with Zach Ertz. Y'all were throwing shade on Zach Ertz's name, and he balled out. Then y'all had to say sorry. I'm like, don't look. Zach Ertz had a touchdown this year already. Zach Ertz is gonna be fine. He's a vet tight end. He's gonna get money, and when Zach Ertz make them plays, you're gonna come back on this. You're gonna be back on the sideline with me, being like, all right, Zach Ertz had a good year again. Look, man, he got all his money last year.
Sorry, man. I'm
no, you good. I'm reading some of these things out. Shelly said we need to go for it on 4th down because Gay only kicks well in indoors. Oh yeah, you know what? That's not a bad. You know, she's kind of right too. Won't even lie. Let's see. We got. Oh Lord. He said, Luke, that's like saying Candyman 7 times around Mike. I did. Oh yeah, I know. Inactive until 7 p.m. I know. Shelly, DQ playing head games. Debo has to play, right? He better play. He is. Look, Bears fan. Kevin Byers is a ball hawk. Facts. But Jaden don't throw turnover. Jaden don't turn the ball over like that. So you need somebody you don't turn the ball over like that. It's 60 here in DC. Yeah, it is 60. It is 60 degrees. It is windy. It is rainy. It is nasty. It is ugly football weather. It's football weather, but it's ugly football weather.
Yo, it's been like this all day too, man.
I know, all day.
It's been cold, been chilly all day.
Yeah. So to your point, now I'm catching up to some of y'all chats. So look, I'm being fair, catching up to.
Hey, wait till you see what Mikey had on coming into the game.
Oh, he's wearing. So what is he wearing?
Bro, he looked like an African student.
I knew it. I knew he would. I knew Mikey would. I knew he would.
Hey, bro, I'm looking at this. Hey, my friend, I'm here. I have to take my studies. I take my studies too, my friend. Oh my more than 4 hours back home are going to stone me. I have to take it seriously, man. Hey, bro,
Oh
I'm
man.
still to you right now.
Who-
I'm sorry, man.
No, that's I like no, I love the jokes, dog. You know who I am. Okay, who scares you on the Bears? They scored below 20 and had no corners.
I'm not scared of nobody on the Bears, man.
What you talking about on the offense or defense?
I'm not scared of nobody on the Bears,
I
man.
mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm scared of the wide receivers. I ain't gonna hold you.
I mean, only because we've seen DJ Moore go have a field day
Well, only
here.
because I ain't gonna lie. Only because dudes eat our corners. I'm sorry. I there's no. I'm a Mikey. I'm look. I love Mikey. I know. I love Mikey, and I've grown to love Marshawn, but I can't defend Marshawn anymore. I've grown to love Marshawn, but I just can't defend him. Like you know what I'm saying?
You're supposed to
Like
defend who
if
you
you look,
love.
I know. If you look at all right, real talk. If you look at like look at even go to the Chargers game. Real talk. Look at the Chargers game. Them dudes was open. Them dudes was open. Like if it wasn't for like Martin stripping like that was a big play. Like, and I'm talking about it was a big play in the pass game. Martin just made a big play to get the fumble, but the dudes were open. Like that hasn't changed.
For
These dudes,
sure.
you know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
That's
Like
the thing.
Quentin Johnson was supposed to go off on us too. People were
Yes,
saying that.
yeah.
And
If he didn't fumble, he probably would have.
hey man, if it
Yeah.
was smooth say if it was a fifth, we'd
No,
all be drunk.
I'm saying no. He had like if you look at his stats, like takeaway, he still had over I think 65 something yards. But the game changed when that happened. You know what I'm saying? Like certain things happen. But I agree with you. I'm just saying like I don't look at our secondary as like
A
we can
top
take it. Yeah,
tier.
I
Yeah.
don't. I'm
Like,
not
we're not taking away the whole field. We're not taking
nah,
away a player. No,
nah.
no,
At
absolutely
this
not.
point in time. So if you told me what I fear out there, like yeah, I'm gonna say because our defense. All right, I'm gonna be real. Like I'm not looking. My defense got to prove to me consistently that like they can take on decent offenses. You got to show it to me.
Is anybody's defense shutting anybody down?
Oh man, you got defense. I ain't say shutting down, but you're
Okay.
making it a struggle. Like you got to give me real restriction, like
Okay.
friction. You can't like get if it's 3rd and 10. Like I gotta believe that 3rd and 10 you ain't getting it.
Right. Okay.
Like
Yeah,
people are getting 3rd and longs on us, dude. Look, Michael Penix look very good against us. Against everybody else, he's looked very average.
that's fair.
You know what I'm saying? So that's
That's
all
fair.
I'm saying. To be fair, I'm just being fair. Like when I assess the defense, I assess it. I like the same way the offense. I feel like we could score on anybody. That's my personality. That's how I look at this offense. I feel like we could score against anybody. But on the defense side of football, like other than we contained Russell Wilson. All right, right. We contained Geno Smith, who hasn't looked good either.
Yeah, he's
Right.
boy.
All right. The other, like the only, like Justin Herbert was good. Like that was a good showing. But again, we could say that they were decimated on the offensive line, right? Which made it easier for us to be that way. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying is like, I want to see them do it against a team like got weapons and we can just do it. Like just do it. Because the Raiders don't got weapons on the outside.
So is that what it's going to take for them for the defense to prove themselves to you that they can really
like you got to exactly. They
just
don't have
somebody good down.
Yeah, somebody decent. And real talk, I mean, Caleb isn't like the most like he's the most erratic quarterback, and no knock on it. But I'm saying like I feel like, but they got the talent on the outside to for in my opinion to still do damage, right? They got the talent on the outside. So yeah, I need to see this defense do well against something like that. Like that's my personality. Like I'm like my perspective. It's like I got to see you do it against something that's legit, right? Because we see the difference with the Giants. Like we see the difference. Like we see the difference. Like we see the difference. Like we went against Jordan Love. And when Jordan Love's one of them, but you know what I'm saying? Like they were a healthy team, and look what happened to us. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm like, I want to see them. Go ahead.
It's still early though, Wally. Like I think.
Yeah, I agree.
I think I don't even think this. I mean, I think this team has an identity, but I don't think they're fully have fully evolved into that. And I think you may not get that until like week 7, week 8, week 9, until who the team really is. And I think when you're going through it, you want to be able to win in spite of, right? So any way you can get those wins, cool. But you want to start hitting your stride week 8, 9, 10, and then to make the push, you know what I'm saying, for the playoffs. So I think as you're still trying to find out what you are and still trying to play effectively, you want to be able to still make headway as you continue on through the season. I think they'll be able to do it. But I think it might be ugly in some of these situations because we saw it early in the season. I think it still might be ugly situation going into the 6th game tonight. So I think it still might be ugly as you get to that.
Yeah, that's next week. Yeah, Dallas is like, yeah. But even that offense is scary because Dak is playing at a high level.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, but it is what it is. He's playing at a high level. Like he's
I'll
scoring.
never look, man. I'll never not give a baller his props, and
Yeah.
he's been doing well. Their
Yeah.
defense is just terrible,
It is
bro.
terrible. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I think truth be told, that is a bigger test. I mean, that's a bigger test. Yes, I agree because of the level that quarterback is playing. I totally agree with it. But yeah, then you got eventually got Kansas City because Patrick Mahomes is starting to play better football too. Eventually down the road, they're gonna be. We're gonna see what is the. I think it starts here though. If you want to give them confidence, if it goes into a game where they similar to what we've seen, similar to what we've seen in the past, they're not getting constant pressure. And Shelly said it here too, just like repeating what we all been saying. The D line getting pressure tonight on Caleb Williams will be the difference in this game. If they get zero pressure, we're in trouble. I agree with that. Totally agree. Like they have to dominate. And I mean, again, they have to dominate. Like they're gonna have to scheme up pressure. If folks ain't getting there, if they're not getting there with four, if they want to go down with four, if they're not getting there with four, you gotta make that quick adjustment.
But doesn't the shootout lean more to us?
Depending on how the shootout is, though, a quick scoring shootout, no. A ball control shootout, yes, it favors us by far.
Okay,
that's how I look at it. Like a quick scoring, because we're better. I think we're better when we keep our defense off the field. We're a better team. Period. If you look at all of our games where we look good, and we've had like the most impressive wins have been when we won the time of possession. That's
fair.
That's from last year to this year.
Any time with Jaden as on the field, being able to be in control.
Yeah. I want Jaden, like that's what it is. Like when we're dominating, when we're taking, because as long as we're on the field, we take away the soul of the freaking opposition with Jaden. We take away their soul. Like you can see it. Like even in the Giants game, well, I don't think Jaden had his best game, but you could tell like we were taking their soul away little by little. You know what I'm saying? Initially,
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So I when we win the time of possession, we're a better team. If we score quick, then we're giving we're giving our all, but we're not a quick scoring team though. We never have been a quick scoring team. If you look at this regime, we're not a quick scoring team.
Especially now that you're losing weapons
that too.
By the handful. Like you're gonna have to play ball control and really attack. And you might have to lean on the kicking game at some point where I'm okay with it. Like a win is a win is a win.
Yeah.
And what this league has proven, that I don't care how pretty it looks, I don't care how ugly it is, but as long as I got more than you at the end of the game,
there you go. Facts.
I'm perfectly fine.
That's all that matters though. That's what matters. Is I got more wins than you at the end of the year. That's it.
That NFC looking right now is logjam, bro, because you got a lot of 4-2 teams.
Yeah.
And a lot of teams playing some good football. Like the Bucks are playing excellent football right now.
Don't even.
Seattle's playing good football right now.
Yes, and we got that defense. McDonald got them playing. They got them humming. That's what I'm saying. Like
it's some teams playing some good ball. Like don't be scared. I mean, Detroit. Like last night was not a fluke. Last night was a fluke. I think they're still a good ball club. Like the Rams are playing good football. You even look at on a smaller level, like the Cardinals played. The Cardinals took the Colts down to the wire yesterday.
I got thoughts on that. I've been telling folks that he's I don't know if this is a Commander show, but I've been saying I think Brissett better. Brissett, they're gonna be better with Brissett than Kyler. I'll say that much.
I don't know if they're ready for the full blow up.
They not yet, but they need to. Because before Marvin got knocked out, I was like, this is about the best thing to happen to Marvin is that Brissett's the quarterback, and then he got the concussion
because he's gonna throw the football.
He gonna throw it right. He gonna throw him the spots. He's not. Kyler doesn't throw the spots. He just he waits. Kyler's still college quarterback basically. He's not an anticipating quarterback.
Yeah, hey, he looked up and was good when the money was good.
He was good when the money was good, and he was good, and like he's a dude. He's a dude that as he gets older, he's going to be pissed off that he did Cliff that way.
Mm-hmm.
If he had stood with Cliff, he would be better.
If I'm him, I try to get another contract and then I go play baseball because he could literally go have he could literally play 10 years of football and then go have a whole baseball career. Play 15 years of baseball.
Facts. I'm telling you, facts. Shelly said, this running back by committee is going to piss me off. Bill should get the bulk of the carries, period. Thoughts, buddy?
Hey, well, we don't want to piss you off, Shelly. I'm sure the coaching staff doesn't want to make you mad, but they gotta, guys got to get rest. I think
Mm-hmm.
Bill needs to get more touches. And I
Mm-hmm.
mentioned this previously. I would like to see a game where Bill can get 15, 16 touches. And if it is going to be running back by committee,
Mm-hmm.
he be the lead committee. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah. Fact.
he be the top end. So if you got to split them carries up by the 3 running backs, if you're going to get, 30 carries by your running backs, he need to get 16 of those and then limit the other 2 for getting their touches. But I think it'll be more split between him and Chris Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Bill in the first half, Chris Rodriguez in the second half as the hammer, as the time possession guy. So I think he'll get more touches tonight. I'm definitely gonna be keeping the track of that and looking at that because that's gonna be important because that'll let you know how they plan to use him. And I think it's all about health. If he can stay healthy,
Mm-hmm.
improve healthy, and this game could get and look, let me explain something to you. While I think Bill is a great young running back up and comer, I think this game might not even fit his style. And I'll tell you why.
Mm.
If this game gets into a knockdown, drag out, slugfest,
Physical. Yeah. You want
why
to keep.
wouldn't I want Chris Rodriguez to do
True.
that? Because Chris
True.
Rodriguez is my second half running back that can hold the ball and really lean on guys. So I think if this
Mm-hmm.
game turns into one of those early, you might see him more than Bill. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like it's just quite possible. But of course, they know their personnel better than I do. But I think if this turns into one of those things, especially with the weather, being
Yeah.
influenced today. I
So
mean, granted, Bill I think can have those carries, but I think you want to go effectively on a case by case basis with whoever you can get to run the ball effectively.
and I agree. I think it depending on how this weather is. Typically, right, with weather like this, you kind of want the power back.
Yeah.
Typically, but we'll see. I mean, Bill has been impressive me inside and out. You know what I mean? Like he's shown strength. He's been a guy to me that's shown a lot of versatility. And he's tough with the football. And to me, he seems real safe with the football. I know that one fumble wasn't really. It was more of an exchange. It really wasn't him with his fumble. So and the way he runs, I like that. He's safe with the football, and the way he runs is he's trying to take it to the house. And so if you can be safe with the ball and still do that, I'm all in favor for him to get more carries. But
Hey,
I do think because you do gotta preserve him though. That is a thing. So you got to find that even balance where you give him more carries, but also you want to keep him fresh.
and I think by more carries as well, it'll be more in the passing game too. So maybe
Yeah.
it may be short throws and maybe screens. Like I just think because he is an explosive player, as any way you can find him to get any way you can find to get him the ball, that's what you do. The same way with Debo. You see how explosive Debo can be.
Yeah.
Any way that you can get Debo to football, that's what you do. So if it's jet sweeps, if it's screens, if it's short drags and crossing routes and stuff like that, you find a way to give him the ball and scheme it up. But I think as the season progresses, even if it's not tonight, I don't think Bill getting touches will be a problem.
No, he'll get more touches. I think you can say if you save him this early, if they're not giving him a lot of carries now, like what people want, I do believe that in the second half of the season you're gonna see he's gonna get a lot of carries. It's all about again preserving his legs for the long run. Again, he didn't play any football last year, right? Like he didn't play any football last year. So I think they're smart enough to know, like, all right, we're not gonna put too much on your plate. You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna get you situated, and at the end of the season that you're gonna turn up. I feel like at the end of the season, you're gonna give him a lot of carries.
Oh yeah, yeah. Bill's gonna be a staple guy with this
Yeah.
offense, man. Like I think they really
Especially
like him, and
yeah.
he's gonna be a steal from the seventh round, man.
Yeah, he's just a good mesh with Jaden too. Like there's a lot with that read option where if you have two of them in the backfield, it's scary. That's a lot of speed in the backfield. Um,
Absolutely,
so I do want to let me ask you this question because does this
sure.
concern you? Because usually, you've been around the game of football. You got folks in it who played in the league. Um, but this team is coming. The Chicago Bears just had a bye, right? So typically, your thought process is a team that has that bye. So they've been planning for. They've been scheming up for you for a while, like while scheming up particularly for you for like a couple weeks now, right? Basically, does that concern you at all?
Nah.
Okay.
I mean, I think that break, if anything, I think that break might have gotten them off momentum. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like
Well,
we're riding high off that win last week. You know what I
true.
mean? We still ready to
True.
rock and roll and ready to go. It might take slower for the Bears, but who knows? It all like
It's
none of
trivial.
that. It's,
Yeah.
it's all relative. It's just all
Yeah.
about how you respond to it because you look at it for us. Normally our bye weekends and until last couple weeks of the season, so he having to fight all the way through. to get to the end of the season. One could
Yeah.
say we rode momentum all the way through, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I think the coaching staff has had more time to prepare for us. So I would be concerned with that if there's something that we saw that we did last week. You have a little bit more time to look at that, and you have a little bit more time to kind of watch and analyze what you do, and it's all just to scheme it up and try to stop it. But I mean, I don't think that by week will play into it too much.
Okay.
Maybe if this was later in the season, maybe like
Okay.
after week 8, week 9, and let's say we haven't had a break and they had a break. Now it's like, are we sluggish? Are we tired? And when you're looking at it, even in the football sense, man, that one extra day can do wonders for you. So playing on Monday night versus
That too, I agree with that too.
playing
Yeah.
on Sunday sometimes could even just help you, just in recovery or just trying to get your rhythm back. So it could be anything. And I mean, of course, we won't know to the final score because then we could just make our own assumptions.
Yeah, right. I know.
At the end of the game, like, yeah, it was the bye week. That's
the bye week. Yeah, I mean, that's the reason why. Or
yeah, or we lost. We need rest.
We need a rest.
Could
You're right, though. You're so right. Yeah, I think to your point, Washington had that West Coast trip, and then having an extra day, it should definitely help them out too as well. So it gives them more, they should have more energy. Then they should have a lot of energy. Put it that way. I won't say more.
Man, look at it from a fan's perspective, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at how your week goes when you're preparing for the game, even with shows.
Yes.
Even with yesterday being able to sit and just watch the league and not have to worry about your team playing. Granted, we're putting on a granular basis because we don't matter in this portion.
Yeah.
But our routine is different. We're well rested. We got time to say, all right, we can just look at the league, see what's going on. And then today we get up and go through our rhythm and routine to get to the game tonight. You got more time to prep, more time to add shows, more time to do other things and stuff like that. So it's just, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man. I really think the extra day might have done them wonders. Like you said, you leave LA on a high note. You get to work this week, and then yesterday you get another chance to kind of rest and relax and recuperate before you get at it today, and then you don't have to travel. You know what I'm saying? You home. So that's even another thing. You're not traveling again, even with the extended break. So you actually are getting a full, essentially a full week at home before having to play again.
Then this is when they run the ball in the inclement weather, that will open up the play action and control and control time of possession. Should be a good game. Yeah, I think running the ball should be really, I kind of think too at the same time, because of the bad weather, I feel like Cliff's gonna be like, because y'all all think I'm gonna run the ball, I'm gonna throw it.
Hey, we're gonna go spread 99 all go. Everybody take your man to the top. Let's blow the top off the defense.
Cliff would do that though. You all expecting me to run the football. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna give you a little wrinkle. I'm gonna throw the football.
Bro, it's not a monsoon outside. It's just
it's not.
Like, it'd be different if it was like torrential downpour. Like it's wet. Like it's a little bit of rain. So like they can still throw the football.
Yeah,
like we've seen Jaden throw the ball in weather. Like they can throw the football.
Definitely could.
And I think they will.
Yeah, I think they will too. Shelly said Bill would be a great running back to play against the Cowboys. I get what you're saying about preserving them, but who matches up best? I think he would. I think he'll be great against the Cowboys. I do feel like when you're playing against weak teams who can't stop the run, Bill's gonna play a lot. Oh man,
I just don't want to look down the road, man. Yeah. I really want to focus
here. Yeah, me too.
Because I'm gonna tell you what, last year I overlooked them, and it literally took a Hail Mary for us to win that game. And can we just talk about this, Wally? Can we just talk about?
Go for it.
So let's talk about.
I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it all.
Let's revisit
that
the
game.
Hail Mary.
I was in church. Remember I was in church.
Yeah,
I was in church. Sure. Yeah, I had to catch it. I had to literally get my phone and look at the updates. Go ahead though. Go ahead.
So that was so funny to me because I've watched that clip maybe sub like 500 times. Like I've seen it so many times.
Yeah.
And like I still to this day get the same feeling of watching that. Like I could it's still an unbelievable thing. And I think because it's happened to us. Like
it's happened to a lot. It happens to us.
Like
Yeah.
normally it's you see
Yeah.
it around the league, and you're like, you can't believe it happened. And then it
Yeah.
happens, and it's just like, wow, the excitement and the relief and the like. I remember specifically, man,
Yes.
Junie was upstairs giving Savannah a bath, and she had watched majority of the game and was like, all right, I gotta get her to bed, get her situated. So I was like, all right. So she went upstairs, gave her a bath, but she had the game on her phone too and was watching. And the TV I was watching on was like maybe 5 seconds ahead of her. So all she heard me do from downstairs was scream. And like that video is pinned right now to my X page. You can see it right now. I screamed to the top of my lungs, and I went up a few octaves, and like I couldn't believe it. I took off running outside the garage, and I mean I screamed at the top of my lungs. I could hear people down my street
Screaming on
like,
crazy.
like what, bro? It was crazy. Like, and I said all that to say is that last year
Yeah, it was.
was I on that post game? I don't
Yeah,
think
I
I
think
was.
you were.
Was
Yeah,
I?
you were. Yeah, you was on the post game. Hey, you can be on
What?
the post game if you want to be on the post game tonight. You can be on the post game tonight if
Oh,
you
I
want
don't
to.
know that 4:30 wake up call,
I
but then
know. I'm about to say.
I'll text you and let you know.
Let me know. I know. Believe me, I know. It's gonna be a
Look,
late
it was
one.
so bad today. I took a nap. That's why I'm still yawning. I took a nap before I got on the show today. I was like, "But I can't be here. I got to stay up tonight. But like last
Yeah,
season,
Paul said you were. Yeah, you wanted.
I
You
was
wanted.
okay. Cool.
Yeah,
See,
Paul.
it's all running together now.
Yeah,
It's all
you're.
current. I'm gonna have to go back and look at it, Paul, because I can't even fathom how I was able to come up with a complete sentence after that happened.
Oh man, you were geeked. You were geeked.
Bruh,
I
it
see
was
it.
craziness. But like I said all that to say is that the feeling that game gave me last year, and then to go on and have the season that we had, we're on a week-to-week basis where it was like, could you believe that we could get to the Super Bowl and to literally come
Yeah.
up, one game short of the Super Bowl was remarkable. So I looked at that moment last year was kind of the magical moment of our season. If there was a Disney movie written on the season last year, that was it. So I said all that to ask you, what did that play for you mean for you in that moment and just holistically for the season last year?
Oh man, I just thought we were the team of destiny. That's just
Yeah.
how I looked at it. I just felt like, because to your point, that's happened to us. Like I've had like angry moments of like a Hail Mary pass beating us. Like I've had angry moments. Either, I mean, one before half that shouldn't have happened, or one that ends the game. We've had some bad moments like that. And for us to be on the other side of it, where the other fan base is kicking themselves after it, can't beat that. You can't beat that. Like, and to actually be on the side of on the positive side of it, to have that type of enjoyment. Yeah. I just felt like we were the team of destiny. I knew, like, all right, like there's something riding with this team more than anything. Not just, I mean, if you're religious or whatever, it is what it is, but there's something different than just what's going on on the football field in terms of skill and the X's and O's, right? It's something more than that. And that's how I looked at it.
It's like I try not to get too philosophical, but I do at times, where you just think about all the things that have to go right in order for you to get to work in the morning. Right, you got to think about all those variables, all those cars, all those people leaving when they leave, all the speeds that they drive, the exits that they turn off, and somehow you leave your house, you get to work on time, or a little late, but you get there, but you're safe. You're not hurt, you're unscathed, and then you continue on with your day. And I think those are kind of things that we take for granted because we just do it and it just happens. But when you sit back and you get there and you be like, man, like there's a whole lot going on.
Yeah.
So with that being said, at the end of last season, when I go back and look at this play, and I'm just like, wow, this was the impetus. This was the beginning of yes. And we already were hopeful because we had played well to this point. But this game was this game was the antithesis of how we had been to that point in the season.
Yeah.
We had scored 7 points. Like we could not score on this team. We looked bad. The game just looked like it was just a terrible game. It was like, oh my God. And then with a minute left, with under a minute left, they get the ball to Terry on that play to get like 12 yards, and then they're able to line up and throw the Hail Mary, and it just became the launching point for what last season would be. Now, last season ended without making it to the Super Bowl, but I still call last season a successful season because that was the start of whatever this team is going to be. So I said all that to say that the Bears will always be my launching pad for success. I hate the Bears and I hate the fan base, and I wish them well, just not tonight. And I
Yeah,
hope that we really do what we're supposed to do and beat the Bears, because I believe we can.
we should.
And I would love for them to feel the same pain that they felt last year leaving the stadium, because there was a lot of Bears fans
There's
last year.
always a lot of Bear fans. Like there was a lot of Bear fans when I went to the game. With the game that DJ Moore went
DJ Moore
crazy.
game, yeah, I was at that game
Yeah,
too.
that game. I left halftime. I left like right before. I
I
left before
stayed the whole
halftime.
game because that was a Thursday night game,
Yeah, I left
and
before
I stayed the
halftime.
whole
I'll
game,
never
and I
forget
was
that
just like,
game.
bruh,
I'll never get that game. Like we
that's
made
terrible.
Justin Fields look amazing, and I will never forget that game a day in my life. That was like the last. I was saying to I will never go to a Commanders game ever again because of that game. That game really pissed me all the way
Have you
off.
been back?
Nope, I don't think so.
See, you held true to your word.
Like I was like, I'm not doing that ever. Like that put me on a whole. Like I ain't think I'm never. I came back to do the show. I was so mad. I came back and did a post game show.
He's like,
That's how mad. That's how mad I was.
like
I,
start sending out the stuff. It's like third quarter. Like, all right,
yeah, I
niggas
do.
do a
I
post
got home. They
game.
say you back. I was like, I'm about to be out. I'm going to the game. I was back. The folks like, oh yeah, I'll be on the show. That's how mad I
Right,
was. That's how mad
right.
I was. Todd says, I told people this is what the Chicago Bulls fans must have felt during the 90s because Jaden is one of them. That game proved he was special. He was special. Yeah, a special. Yeah, definitely. He was that, that play, yeah. It's like the great ones make that type of play. And again,
I can only imagine, like, and I mean, of course, when we win the championship, cool. I'll be able to say that. But like, just being a Patriots fan throughout Tom Brady's reign, like
God.
being a Bulls fan with Jordan, you know what I'm saying? Like, just having one of those guys that just get you there. Or imagine being a Barkley fan and not being able to get one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a great player, hadn't played on some great teams, but just couldn't get it done when it was time. So like, I'm hoping that we are more like the Bulls and we are more like the Patriots, and being able to get those championships to cement his legacy versus always having to fight up here. Because you see how hard it is to even get to the Super Bowl and win it. That's a whole nother thing.
Yeah, it's even tough the match we did last year. Like that's it's tough.
Because that's the expectation now. People are expecting us to get there or do better.
I don't do that. Like I don't do that. My expectation, because everybody gets better in the league. Look at now. I mean, you're a Carolina fan.
Yeah.
Look at Drake May.
Yeah.
She seemed like that's another team that's gotten better. Like they've just gotten better. Like you got to add on, like the league teams get better. Like the Carolina Panthers are better than they were last year. Not to say they're like are gonna we're gonna struggle against them, but they're better than they were last year. Like teams get better. So like what we did last year, that it changes because other teams they've upped their game. So it's just like we've upped our game too. I'm not saying we haven't. Like we've gotten better in terms of talent, but other teams around us has gotten better. Like the Eagles have seen it. They're not the same team they were last. They're seeing it. Teams are better. Like the Giants are a better football team they were last year. So
and all it takes is to get struck by lightning once. That's
for real.
That's really all it takes. And like last year, it could have been that, but like this year could be something special. Like you've seen this before. Like a team have a dynamic year, and then the next year it's tough. They still get back, but it's like it's tougher. And like sometimes I'm not. Like sometimes I'm not gonna say it makes it sweeter, but it's just the fact that they're able to get back and do it. So it lets you know that it's not gonna be all pretty. It's not gonna be, all roses and stuff, but you just gotta get there. And it's a week-to-week league, man. You see how the league goes, bro. It's a week-to-week league. You gotta play your best football every week.
Yeah. Mike said, what are the keys to losing tonight? 3 keys. What are 3 keys to losing tonight? Dang, that's easy. Turn the football over. Not running the football. I guess I go the opposite. Turn the football over, not running the football, and not getting pressure on Caleb Williams.
Hey, I feel like if you don't run the ball effectively, you're gonna lose.
Yeah,
point blank period.
Yeah, Jaguars about these are a lot of good teams. Their team, I agree. A lot of teams.
Who would have said that Daniel Jones would have revitalized his career?
You know what? I know I've been I joked Daniel Jones a lot against Washington, saying we make him look like Michael Vick all the time, or we make him look like Tom Brady, Joe Montana. But I will say this: that obviously, and I said this to myself, like I was hard on Daniel Jones, but obviously there had to be some talent in him, right? For him to do that against us all the time. I know we're a bad defense, but you know what I mean? Like the way he would like turn up against us, that made me feel like after when he started, and I only came to this realization when this year. So I'm not gonna act like I thought about this, thoroughly. When he started playing well, I was like, you know what? Maybe he wasn't that bad. Like maybe like we just brought something out of him. So
he's on a bad squad, man.
Yeah, and he showed us something, and now he has a good coach. And we all know it's always about that. Like when you change situations, you actually the market's different. He can focus on football. Like he doesn't have the same attention that he did in New York, where he's under the microscope and it's like, oh, Dan Jones is the problem we lost. Now he's just another player in a cog. You know what I mean? Because the star of the squad is really Taylor and the young boy Warren. So like they good off of them two alone.
Think about it. It's just like regular. And I always try to make it relative as possible. You think about you have a terrible job that you hate, right? And then you get into a new job and you just like, wow, like life is so much better. You might be getting paid the same or a little bit more, but the morale is different.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? The coffee tastes different. You may have a better schedule. You may not have to work as hard or as long during the day. You may be doing something different. So a lot of times it's the changing of the environment, because let me say something. To make it to the NFL doesn't mean you're not a bad player. Like that means you can do it. But a lot of times guys don't get in the right situations. You look at how Sam Darnold was able to revitalize his career after being with like 3 teams.
Geno Smith
before
for a while.
So like I think, and it's happening now. Like they give up so quick on these coaches and these players. Like Tennessee already
I know.
Like I mean, like bro, like you're never gonna be successful doing it this early, and it's normally about when it happens.
Yeah,
but I mean, the coach knew something early by making him the starter over Anthony Richardson. They knew what they had in him, and they knew he could play. And that's not saying Anthony Richardson shouldn't get a second shot. I think he'll get a second shot somewhere else, but it has to be somewhere else. It's not going to be with the coach.
I will say, good though. I will say about Anthony Richardson. There were a lot of which is different from a lot of quarterbacks. There were a lot of flaws about him throwing the football before he even got to the NFL.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like at least with Daniel Jones, I'll give him his flowers. When he was at Duke, right? Was he in Duke?
Mm-hmm.
All right, at Duke, he was still he threw the ball decently. Like it wasn't like he was a good Duke quarterback. Like it wasn't like Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson had issues with accuracy at Florida. Like he's a dynamic athlete. You know what I'm saying? I felt like that's the problem. Like that was his issue. Like not his issue, but by them drafting him there, where they drafted him at, like he to me was always a project type of player rather than a.
When you have to reach early, you're gonna miss more times than you
exactly.
hit.
You get what I'm saying?
And it's like when you have to reach early. Like, I mean, I think you try to bring it home with us. Like everybody knew that we were gonna get a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like we were bad enough to pick at the top of the draft. We knew we was gonna get a quarterback, and I think it could have easily. What if we selected Drake May and it didn't work out as soon as it did, right? What if Caleb Williams fell to us at 2 and it didn't work out? And it's just like, you just don't know. Like, so being able to have Jaden at 2 was right there for you. The Bears didn't do no good job of trying to even hide the fact that they were going to draft Caleb. Like, ain't even make us wait. So you already getting into installing and doing everything.
Offense and everything. You already knew what you were doing.
You know what I'm saying? So you get a chance to build that relationship. And then you got Cliff Kingsbury that really, took him by the reins. Like, hey, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna make you good. This is how we make you better.
Mm-hmm.
And you get that. And then you look at what happened in New England. New England had they got rid of Mayo last year.
And you just changed.
He played back. You changed up the whole coaching staff, and now look, Drake May is playing. The Tar Heel. Drake May is playing great football.
MVP like football. So, but it goes to like I've always said this too. This is and I mean this is not me bashing on Anthony. Like I'm bashing Anthony Richardson because he's a great athlete. Like, and I don't want to say that and be mean when I say this, but he is. He's a great athlete and who has a rocket arm. He has a crazy arm, right? He does. He has a crazy arm. But like it takes more. Like those dudes that you're talking about, the Drake Mays, the Caleb Williams, the Jaden Daniels, they were elite at throwing the football in the college game. Like it wasn't that
Yeah.
wasn't a thing. Like you're trying to get a kid who's not elite throwing
Heisman
Heisman
candidates
candidates. Yeah, you're trying to
leading their
get
programs. Yeah.
you're getting a kid, Anthony Richardson, was never elite at throwing the football. Now he was an elite playmaker, which is totally different. Like even let me even go back like Lamar. Lamar in college threw the football well in college. It wasn't like he was a 70% but Anthony Richardson was a low percentage dude in the college game of throwing the football. So that was always to me if you keep throwing that low in the NFL in college. In the NFL, it's much difficult, right? Like if you're gonna be a high percentage dude, and for that to switch up, you're gonna be having throwing a lot of screen passes and things like gadget plays for your percentage to go up. But even that, to your point too, about using like Drake May, how he struggled his first year to this year, and like how Jaden was put in this situation, and Caleb in Chicago, having the right coaching staff is essential for any young quarterback, and that's the thing that I think I love that we've done for Jaden Daniels compared to any situation, because I feel like if those now I don't know if those quarterbacks that have I'm not gonna say they're gonna have the same success as Jaden did in year one, right? I'm not saying that, but I do think if those quarterbacks in our system, they'd be better off initially.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because now I'm not saying we're getting to the NFC Championship game. I'm not saying that at all, but I'm saying that those quarterbacks would be in a better situation because this coaching staff has created have cultivated an environment for a young quarterback to excel. Period. Like,
bro, you even think about it. I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. Every top quarterback within the top 3 picks have all had some type of adjustment as far as head coach or offensive coordinator within their first 2 years.
Yeah.
So like you can't even get settled. Like you look at what Caleb is doing right now. Like Caleb is already on his second coach and second offensive coordinator, and this is only his second season. So
and Drake May.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? It happened to Bryce Young.
Yep.
It happened now to Cam Ward.
Mm-hmm.
It happened to all these guys. So I mean, it just really takes consistency, and then the way you handle it, right, is that you Jaden is the constant factor.
Yes,
he's playing great football. You continue to groom him and continue to do what's best for him. And who knows how his trajectory may speed up his process, which how it may have done last year. But who knows, by Cliff staying, DQ being there, how his process may have been speeded up for him, so he can win sooner than others.
No, I think they've done a great job. I think it's what it needs to be. Like what we're doing is going to make Jaden even better down the road. Like, and he's got continuity, you got consistency in terms of who he sees from a day-to-day basis. Like that's how you build a quarterback, a young quarterback, to become a great quarterback. That's what you do. A consistent great quarterback. Like that's what you do. That's what look at Patrick Mahomes. There's a reason why Patrick Mahomes ain't great just because of his God-given ability. It's great, don't get me wrong, but Andy Reid, being with Andy Reid consistently, like he's had the same system throughout. He knows what it is. Like that's helped his growth. Like Tom Brady being under Bill Belichick in that tree and that same pretty much offense throughout had made Tom Brady arguably the go-to quarterbacks, right? So it is what it is. You need that consistent element. You need it. Like when Peyton Manning, he had the same offensive coordinator for years before he decided to move on Tom Moore before they moved off. So it's the key to be a great quarterback, man. It is what it is. All right, so we're about finishing this stream up, but before we finish up, I do want to ask this question. Is this a statement opportunity for the Commanders to prove to the NFC, to the rest of the NFC, not even and the NFC contenders out there in the world, or to say like we're here, we're the contenders, we're here, or could the Bears be a dangerous trap opponent on national TV for the Commanders? Is it a trap? Could it be a trap game for the Commanders?
I don't know if it's considered a trap game because I think the Bears are a good football team. I think the Bears are. I don't like if this was the Browns or if this was the Bengals with Joe Flacco or like something like that, maybe. But I think the Bears are a good ball club. I don't necessarily think it's a trap game. But what I will say that this is, I think there is some pressure on us to prove that we're better than what we played them last year. And the way we won last year is not the way we want to win this year.
Gotcha.
So I think it's pressure on them to kind of prove to themselves that, hey, man,
it wasn't luck.
Yeah, we should have been put this team out of their misery. And I think if they have an opportunity to do that today, I think they will. So I think if they can, like my man Doc say, if you can crush the windpipe, I think you get up and do it early.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I do feel like there is not pressure. I don't like to use the term
Nah, ain't no
pressure,
pressure.
but
It
I
just,
know.
but if
Yeah,
they
you want to
they
prove.
want
You want to
to,
prove a
yeah, they want to
point.
prove it. Yeah.
You want to prove a point, like because their fan base and their I'm sure players. Because forget the fans. Fans don't like whatever. But like the players on the other side are like, you got lucky. Like I'm sure they talk. Like you were lucky. Like you had a fluke. You need a fluke play to beat us. You know what I mean? Like so, I'm sure to your point, they want to take away that element to say, you know what, we just felt out better than y'all. Like that don't mean we didn't need a hell. We don't need a Hail Mary to beat you. We can beat you straight up.
Yeah,
You know what
you're
I
gonna need
mean?
a couple Hail Marys to hope you score. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, we gonna we ain't
Yeah.
a prayer ain't gonna help. You ain't got a prayer. You know what I'm saying? It used to be this. I remember this. It was a magazine.
Mhm.
It was a sporting news magazine. I never forget it back in '96,
Yeah.
and the title was "Foes Ain't Got a Prayer." You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping today that you get on top of it and you make it known early. You know that this might be a joint. You start checking your late local news, man. You turn off. You be like, all right, I'm good.
I'm
I'm good.
good. I hope it is that. I like, that's the one thing I miss. Well, not miss. We did it last week, so it was good. Well, last week was good. Like I like that, because last year we had a lot of those, right? Those low blowout games. We could just chill. You know
You
what I'm
wasn't
saying?
stressing
I
out.
wasn't stressing.
Was already on camera. An hour before the
Yeah.
game was over, just chilling. Like, all right,
Chilling,
let me do
chilling.
some
All right,
work.
I'm good, man. Oh my god,
Yeah.
I'm good. We about to do this little post game stream
Yeah.
real quick. I'm
Get some
good.
chicken. I'll be right back.
I'll be back. You know what I'm saying? Like I was good. Like so, this year's been like a little bumpy. Like I was glad. I'm glad I got reminded of what it could be from last week. What it was like last week.
Yeah.
So like I like the relaxing fourth quarter games, man. Like I do like it. So give me your prediction for the game. Give me the score.
2 touchdowns. I don't
Two
know.
touchdown win.
I don't know if it's gonna be 14-0 or
Not 14-0. It better not
or
be no
or
14-0.
or 30 to whatever that minus 14. I can't do the math right now. But I think we're gonna win by 2 scores minimum.
I
By
had it
10
like
at least.
the weather is changing my mind. I had to score like high 30s for both teams. Well, not high 30s. I had it like 34-30.
The
Because
total score on FanDuel is 49.5.
they do it at 49 and a half.
That's what it was like an hour ago when I checked. I
Oh.
don't think they'll come nowhere near it. I think it's gonna be a slugfest type game.
Oh, I mean, the weather does dictate, like, because it's if it's still windy, it does dictate, like, the wind does play a part. More than
17,
rain.
13, something like that, man.
Yeah, more than the rain. The wind to me is more scarier than the rain. Yeah, I had Washington winning, but I had it like 34. I did it on Big Doug's thing. I had it 34-30. But that was because I thought the weather was going to be nice. I thought the weather was decent.
Man, I'm switching up, man. I'm going 19-13, bro.
Now I feel like I got to go lower, but I got to be consistent. Like I did this on Big Doug, and I don't want to like change up on him. I think I had 34-30.
Hey, man, it's freedom of choice, bro. You can change.
I can change. You're right. I can change.
Things can happen.
Things
like
can
what
happen.
Willie Gilbert said, I can change.
Yeah, facts.
Change can change.
Hey, yo. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go 24-20.
Okay.
Damn, coach, you had the same score I did. I didn't even see it. 24-20. Yeah, God is good, man. I tell you.
24-20. All right.
Yeah,
I'm going 19-13.
Yeah. I do know that to me,
Paul.
I will say this. Jaden is overrated. See, look, man. There you go, coach. There you go, man. Say Jaden's and you see. All right, coach. We talked about this. Jaden, we talked about this, man. We talked about this.
I won't dignify that with a respect.
I what? No, coach is my guy. He know he my guy. We talked about this, coach. Look, man, you gotta keep that same energy when it comes to Jalen Hurts, man.
Hey, coach.
He Eagles fan. You gotta keep that same energy.
Coach, you better put pause when you say that next time.
Oh, yo. Yeah. Shoot. Yeah. Coach, you gotta say pause. Coach, you gotta say pause. He's right. You gotta say pause. You my guy. You gotta say pause. Here.
Man, I'm old school. I don't say no pause. If you say blow out my ass, you better say pause. Fam.
Pause. You gotta say pause. 30-17 Washington. Yeah, I got what I think
30 points is a lot, bro.
It is, man. It is. We haven't been
30 last week.
Nah, we didn't. And he said bad. We didn't score. Man. Like we haven't been like that type of dominant scoring team like we were last year. We still score a lot though. We're up there in the league in scoring, but it's not like the same. We were scoring like 30 nonstop. And we've had bad offensive games where already this season where we look kind of sluggish.
It's gonna be 19-13, man. Lock that in, bro.
It was 19-13. We'll go with it, man. I'll go 19-13. But look, I got it. I feel like I will say this though, with a key thing too, like Ben Johnson, his first his first scripted series is like that. So if they can control that situation, I feel like we're in good shape.
And Ben Johnson gonna try to embarrass you.
Yeah. I do think that I do think there is that's the thing I think why we have to be careful about too. That he too has he has some incentive in this game. Like Ben Johnson, after he's hurt, like what happened in the NFC in the playoffs. I've seen enough of him. I know that he's upset.
Nah, I think he might try to make a statement, man.
Yeah. So we got
yeah.
So I think that's something that if I'm watching his defense, you gotta really be ready for. Like he's gonna take put a lot of care into his game plan this game.
Over under fights 1.5. You think it's gonna be more than 1.5 fights?
They ain't fighting today. The fans. You talking about the fans? The fans?
No, I'm talking about on the field.
Fans scuffle. The fans care about more than the players, man.
I think it's I'm taking it over. I think it's gonna be.
I don't think nobody fight. I don't really think.
I think it'll be a scuffle, bro.
I Marshawn, maybe DJ Moore, chill. He ain't fighting.
And I'm gonna consider it a scuffle if the refs or somebody got to break it up. It's considered a scuffle, and you know the difference between a scuffle and a skirmish. It's a big difference.
You talking about a real?
No punches thrown, but like if I'm up in your cage and we push you back, I ain't gonna let go. You ain't gonna let go. Or getting at it, or they gotta blow multiple whistles.
Dudes ain't gonna want to fight, man. They gonna just sit you and talking just to talk. That's different. That's like the NBA. You talking like the NBA type of fight when people just just hold me back when they ain't trying to do nothing.
Listen, like last night at the end of the Chiefs game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you ain't getting that. You ain't getting that energy.
Nah, you're not getting that. But I think you get a couple skirmishes though.
I mean, I feel like the only person going. I mean, I ain't gonna you want the truth. The only person gonna crash out like that. It's gonna probably be Marshawn.
You think he'll crash out?
But there's nobody on the opposition that's gonna make him crash out though.
I don't know.
That he got to go against. Like DJ Moore be chilling, dog. We be chilling.
Hey, I bet money that you can see Deron Payne do this tonight.
Oh yeah.
Come on, boy.
Yeah, Deron Payne, yeah, maybe. Yeah, Deron Payne, like he got a little edge to him. I will give you that. Deron Payne got a little edge to him. Bears start. Yeah, they are. Undrafted tackle. They are.
Yeah, they're gonna get active, man.
I mean, again, it's up to Joe Witt. I feel like Joe Witt got to bring pressure. I'm not, man. Ain't nobody scared of that team. Man, you acting like, bruh, Paul. You acting like this deep. Man, look, man. We don't got the Giants defense, bro. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. This is my thing. We don't got them type of defenses. Like y'all make us. I feel like we need to put our defense in like we can't compare what other people do to other. Like our defense. It's our defense, and we got to look at it how we compare our defense to like when we see good offensive or decent offensive teams or offensive guys who are great offensive minded coaches. Like you may not like Ben Johnson, but he's a great offensive minded coach. I'm sorry, you may not like him because he has a
he definitely is.
He's a great offensive minded coach. Like I'm not like some people. It's the same way people talk about Cliff. Like you may have issues with his sequencing, but he's a great offensive minded coach.
Yeah, and let me tell you something, fans. I want to tell y'all something. I want y'all to understand me when I say this. Y'all don't know more than these coaches, bro. Y'all don't, man. I love y'all, and I really do. But I be wanting to say this on Twitter, but I don't. I be kind of chill because I be like, bro, y'all swear y'all know more than these coaches, man. And I'm gonna tell you, they put in a lot of work. And your 3 hours on Sunday watching this game don't equate to how much time they put in a week to try to, So like, it's fun and it's all jokes. But like when people be coming up with these whole syllabuses and talk about this whole diatribes about how they feel about this stuff. I'm like, bro, you don't do it for a living, bro. Yeah. Like, how dare I talk about somebody building buildings when I don't deal with bricks? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, only bricks I deal with is in the gym, bro. Like, I don't deal with. I'm not a masonry. I'm a mason. I don't do that stuff. So, like, imagine me trying to tell you how to build a house, fam. I don't do that. So I said all this to say, fans, I love y'all and I love y'all greatly. But just sit back and watch the game. Make your surface level analysis. What you see, your eyes don't lie. What you see is cool. But I mean, they really put in time and effort and energy to really get this thing over to them. But y'all don't know one of them, man. Because if they did, they would be coming looking for you. And that's the one thing the NFL can do. If the NFL wants you, they can find you. You know what I'm saying? Like, Fat Joe. The Bears are all right, but they're not real.
Yeah, they all right.
Hey, Jada, hold on. The Bears are all right, but they not real. So you telling me the Bears ain't not real? Is that what you telling me, crap?
Damn.
Hey, Jada, listen, man. The Bears are a good team,
but
they're not real.
Hey, yo, why you do the Jada voice? You do that joint kind of dope. That's how Jada sound up.
So Crack, is telling me the Bears are a good team, but they not real. Not real.
I think I watched
Jada. The Bears are a good team, but they not real.
I know. It's crazy. I watched their pod for like the first time like a couple weeks ago. I think it was like maybe a month ago when Eve was on the drunk. I was like, these two, wow. They do these two dudes.
Old New York dudes.
Yeah. Like
arguing about stuff.
It's crazy.
You mean to tell me they don't got the best pizza?
Yeah. It'd be like the dumbest argument. I'm sorry. I'd be like, what are y'all discussing? Like, what are y'all angry? What are y'all talking about?
The thing he put on the album, that wasn't what he should have did. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to tell him, man, because Crack know it, man. He shouldn't have put that on the album, man. He said, give it back, man. He shouldn't have put it on the album, man.
Oh, man, I got to get ready for the all.
Oh, me too, man. I got baseball to watch. I got this first game to watch, and then we can play.
Yeah, let me go ahead. I gotta leave this. Hey, before we end the stream, yeah, let folks know how they can catch you on all your socials and how they can catch the podcast, man.
Yes, as always, I appreciate you having me on the urban sports scene and all Burgundy Go everything, that show as well. But you can catch me at D Will Does It All on all platforms. Also, you can catch every Wednesday on ESPN 630 with my partner in crime Mike Callow on the Sports Capital DC. The line change every Wednesday from 3 to 5. Mama, I made it. I'm on ESPN. You know what I'm saying? Waterboy, I'm on ESPN. But every Wednesday, you can check me out on the line change with Mike Callow. Also, that podcast is available everywhere podcasts can be heard. So that's always a fun time. And then the afternoon kick with Real Robinson and myself on Fridays. We had one scheduled today, but we both had a mix up in our schedule. So it's all good. But this weekend, this Friday coming back up, we'll have another episode of the afternoon kick. But Wally, as always, man, you know I always appreciate you, my brother.
Oh man, appreciate you, bro. Like any stand-up though?
I have not. Well, okay, let me get to that. Actually, right now you can go on Tubi and check out Almost an Angel, a movie that I'm in, directed by Shelton Johnson.
Okay.
On Tubi, it's Almost an Angel. It's a funny Christian comedy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all heathens, so get some good stuff in your life, man. Go check that out.
You guys are heathens.
And it's on and it's on Tubi right now. It's available. Check it out. It's on Tubi and Apple TV. I have a small part in that, and when you see it, it's gonna be so funny. You be like, hey, there you go. But check that out. And then also just finished up another project with my guy Jimmy Jenkins.
Oh, Jim, okay. You see, you were like, Jim, okay.
Yeah. So finished up that project, acted in that, got some things coming up. So Standoff is on hold for a little while. I got to get back in the routine and get back in the rhythm. This move kind of really threw me out of the mix, but I'm gonna be back really soon. But y'all gonna be seeing me a whole lot more places, man. Like trust and believe. Like this is just the bottom of the hill, man. Y'all gonna see me a whole bunch more places, man. So if this is the bottom, then I'm okay with being right here where I'm at. But let me tell y'all, man, it's going up. It's going up. So yeah, make sure y'all get on board right now.
Oh, you claim it. I'm glad you claimed it because it will.
Already.
I love it. I love it. Oh, yeah, folks. Yeah, he's doing it big.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
How's the editing in the film? Hey, it's very fun. Let's just
All right, y'all, man. Thank y'all for pulling up. We appreciate you. Also appreciate I appreciate the homie D Will for jumping on and doing this with me, man. He's always a dope dude. It's just insightful in terms of like his football knowledge, and also, man, just he's a laugh, man. He gives me a bunch of laughs over here. That's why I love having him on. Like I can just go ahead and die laughing when he's on. Come on, a Jada voice. Come on, bro.
Hey, that came out of nowhere. That came out of left field.
I love it, man. It's just look, man. You just drop it, and I'll be like, damn, where this come from? And there we go.
Now I got to put it in the bag. So
now it's in the bag, and you know what? You excelled at it. It was amazing. It really was. It was amazing.
I had to clip that out. Post that.
Anyway, you all been listening to the Urban Sports Scene for ages. You dig? Deuces. We are out. Peace.